one thing that I absolutely don't like, but I guess I can't say I don't like it because a lot of people probably wish for that problem, is that my hair grows really fast. Just cut it. Just got a line up. Still looking messy as hell. I don't think I look that messy, but hey man, what I want to talk to you guys about today, something quick, like a really quick message. Somebody said something to me 2 days ago. They said, I'm watching your stories, and if you're not talking about anything educational, I skip through all of it because I just want to hear you talk. Okay, so in that case, I have to adjust my content strategy. See what I'm saying? I have to give you guys more education because all of the other fun stuff that I post, you guys don't seem to be interested in that. And that's completely cool. So I'm saying, so the video that we're going to talk about today is, I was going to make this the other day, but I forgot. I should have made it when I got the idea. And there's a lesson in that. You understand? The lesson is, if you don't execute on the ideas, when you get the ideas, there's a chance later down the line when you try to do it, it's not going to be as fresh. It's not going to be as precision based. See what I'm saying? It's important that as soon as you get your ideas, you write that shit down, bro. Like, get a book just to write ideas down, bro. And you might look at this and say, man, what am I doing? That don't make no money. Time is money, blah, blah, blah. You know all this poor people shit that people say. Time was never money. Everybody who becomes a millionaire and a billionaire understands that time and money cannot be equivalated because they're making money in their sleep. They're making money off of systems. If you break the word system down, system stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. So why in your right mind would you think that time is money? Think about that. See what I'm saying? And I'm just looking. There's a lot of people moving around right now. It looks like it wants to snow. I took the designer jacket off. When I take the designer jacket off, it's cold. When I come outside in the designer jacket, it's burning hot. What is up with this world, yeah? Like, it's crazy. Anyway, what we're going to talk about today is, I kind of made a voice note about this in my private group, but I'm going to make this video, especially for the 400 plus investors that wait for me religiously every single week. See what I'm saying? That 400 number should be 400,000. Imagine that. Oh my gosh. Imagine if I had over hundreds and thousands of people raving, just waiting for my calls. See what I'm saying? Because I have a private signal group. See what I'm saying? I must start making videos about that. Just like that person said, if you're not making educational or financial content, I'm skipping through your content because I want to hear you talk. So here you go. Here's your pizza. Hey, see what I'm saying? Anyway, plug, man. What we're talking about is, I've been trading forex since 2012. I'll probably make a different video on this. I've seen like a video in my head that I wanted to make, like maybe walking, like a cameraman following me walking and me actually talking about my experience. So we'll do that at a later date. I'm having a deja vu. I did this before already. In a dream, I think about 3 or 4 months ago. That's crazy. You know, somebody once told me, if you have deja vus, it means your life is going in the right direction. And let me tell you something scary about that. I have 3 to 4 deja vus a week. So not only is my life going in the right direction, my life is taking an entirely different direction completely. And I think it's more of something that's more spiritual than it is of anything else. See what I'm saying? So anyway, what I'm going to talk to you guys about is scaling accounts. So I'm saying, in my own personal experience as a plug, I'm going to tell you guys the in-depth of scaling accounts. I made voice notes about this in my group, but I'm going to make an actual video content so you guys could learn something from me. Financial, economics, forex, investor jargon, whatever you want to call it. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, when I first started trading forex, they told us in the group that I started with, and I'm not going to talk about that group now. I'll talk about it later in that walking video that I said I wanted to make. See what I'm saying? I see certain visions in my head of how everything's supposed to go, and I can easily just take the content game by storm. Like, I can go viral. I can snap my fingers and go viral. I've done it. Like, I have over almost 30 million views online. Somebody's probably watching me on their TV right now because of my previous experience with acting. Like, a lot of people that know me, they know that, like, I come from a history of film and television, and of course visual arts, music, right? Like, I've had my fair share of like performances and shows that weren't booked out, but I was turning up the crowd. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, we're gonna talk about scaling accounts. So when I first started trading, and I've been trading for, I guess you can call it 14, 15 years, they told us start with an account balance of $200 to $500. right? And the reason why you want to start with an account balance of 2 to 500 and you don't want to go higher and you don't want to go any lower is because that's the sweet spot for you to learn to do what you're supposed to do in the markets, which is manage risk. You're not trading. You're not getting into trading. You're not getting into investments to make money. You're getting into investments and trading to speculate your opinion on the markets, on market direction and bias. And as a byproduct of you speculating the right direction, as a byproduct of you putting together the right tools and the right systems, the byproduct is money, right? A lot of people go to work to make money, but they don't realize that they get paid because the money that they're getting paid is the byproduct of them doing something really well for a company. It's the byproduct of you bringing that value for the company, no matter how big, no matter how small. And it's the same thing with forex. It's the same thing in the markets. In the markets, you're learning to become a risk manager. You understand what I'm saying? So they told us to start 2 to 500, and they told us, and we didn't trade gold at that time. We traded only forex, mainly Euro USD, GBP JPY. I traded a little bit of NZD JPY. That pair was nice to me. Odd JPY, odd USD, USD JPY. These are like pairs in the markets. See what I'm saying? Like US dollar to Japanese yen, whatever. These are all pairs in the market. See what I'm saying? But I was mainly focused on GJ, GBP JPY, and Euro USD. And now I'm more focused on like Euro JPY. GBP JPY is not bad still. Like I traded it. See what I'm saying? So back then I didn't know about NASDAQ. I didn't know about US 30. I didn't know about gold. So it was pretty straightforward. You understand? And they told us to start with 2 to 500 and only trade 0.10 size. You know, like 10-cent lot sizes, which is sufficient enough for those kind of pairs. See what I'm saying? Now, during the whole duration of the time, whether it's 6 months, 3 months, 4 months, a couple weeks, your sole duty is to learn to manage your risk, and your sole duty is to learn to turn the 200 to 500 to $1,000. Why? Because after $1,000, your account takes off. I remember word for word them saying this to me. It's ingrained in my brain. After $1,000, your account takes off. And when I mean your account takes off, I mean like you're actually starting to get traction. Like you're beginning to see the numbers flicker faster. You're beginning to be able to scale your lot sizes a little bit better. See what I'm saying? And you're beginning to actually make like money. Like you're beginning to actually taste what it's like to make money. Like it's not like no little $20 profit. Like you're closing maybe $100, $200, $300, even $1,000 at a time, bro. So I'm saying, so I'm just telling you the scale of process up to, I want to say like 200K from my own personal experience. See what I'm saying? Listen to me clearly. See what I'm saying? Your goal is to turn 2 to 500 to 1,000. And then your goal from 1,000, these are the milestones of becoming a successful trader. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm probably going to call this. The milestones of becoming a successful trader from zero. I don't know what you're going to do to get that 2 to 500. You could probably get it through credit. You can probably get your bank or your credit union or whoever the fuck to fund it. You're going to probably blow a lot of accounts. See what I'm saying? But your goal is to stay in that range, 2 to 500, 2 to 500, 2 to 500. You always come back to that. Don't deposit $30 trying to flip it to 1,000. There's people in my group that are doing it. They've done it, yes, because they have the skill, but I don't recommend it. As a senior analyst, I don't recommend it. Don't do it. The game of trading is about capital protection and appreciation. The game of trading is the byproduct of you applying the right tools. See what I'm saying? Applying the right systems, the right strategies, the right mechanical edge to have the byproduct money in your account. If you start at $1,000 and you end, let's say the quarter, which is every 3 months, I believe, 3-4 months, at 5,000, that is a very big increase because banks are not even paying that increase, because banks are more on the steady side and they're dealing with higher numbers. So they don't even need to hit a gigantic increase to have substantial gains anyways, which is directly back to what I'm saying, bro. The game of your trading, the whole aspect of your capitalization increase is to scale to a number that is like you're sustainable. Like for me, I realized that maybe being around the range of 200,000 to 500,000 is truly sustainable, is truly the true real taste of financial freedom, because at that number, at that place, you could probably make like 7K a day, right? Realistically, low risk. See what I'm saying? You can make 7K a day, fam. And if you calculate 7K a day, that's like what, 90,000 a month? That's not even 90,000 a month. 3K a day is 90,000 a month. That's like what, like 200,000 a month? You don't need more money than that. You just need to be consistent. See what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm telling you guys the scale of process. Listen to me clearly. So I'm saying when you get to 1,000, your goal is to manage that 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 without overscaling your risk. There's something in the human psychology, something in the human brain where it's like when you get into this state of euphoria, you feel like you're indestructible, and then markets put you through a corrective wave. Now you're back to where you started. 8 hermetic principles, or one of the hermetic principles, law of correspondence. You can't scale too far or far up or too far down. This is how I interpret it. You can't scale too far up or too far down from what you're used to. If you're used to only making $100 a day, you're not gonna just pop up at $1,000 a day and stay at $1,000 a day. You might hit $1,000 a day once. It might be a fluke. My best friend Eugene always says, if you do it more than twice, you're breaking your fluke. If you can do that a couple of times, now you're raising your law of correspondence. If your law of correspondence says you're at a certain place, you're not just gonna get up in your life and scale to a bigger law of correspondence. You have to, and I probably have to make a different video on this just so we can get more in depth in it. You have to do something over a longer period of time so that your frequency adjusts to that new increase. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So anyway, $1,000 to 5,000. If you can get your account balance from 1,000 to 5,000, and there's a big difference between depositing 5,000 and running your account to 5,000. If you run your account to 5,000, you're in the field, you're in the trenches, you know what you're doing. You're becoming a better risk manager, right? The game is to become a better risk manager. The game is not to make money. Money is the byproduct of managing all of these aspects of what I'm talking about really well. And I've been trading for 15 years and I'm telling you guys this. Believe me. See what I'm saying? So anyway, when you build your account from 1,000 to 5,000, 5,000 is the first phase sweet spot. Because at that point, you experience what you experienced when you built to 1,000, but now you're really scaling. Like you really have the power to scale. Believe me, this is from experience, guys. Nobody else is going to talk to you guys about this because I don't know if they've done it. You see what I'm saying? Listen to me clearly, bro. I'm gonna help you guys become a millionaire trader, fam. A multi-7-figure trader. That's how I'm talking to y'all guys right now. See what I'm saying? Billionaire state of mind, fam. I don't really say that to a lot of people because they get tripped out. Like, yo, what is this guy talking about, billionaire state of mind? The sun's shining. Ooh. Ooh. So anyway, when you get to 5,000, the scale is immense, but you have to realize that you cannot over leverage your sizes. This is why people, they make a substantial amount of money and they go back down because they try to scale the sizes tremendously. Me, I scale the sizes by like couple points. Like, okay, $5,000 account. If I'm trading 0.14 size on gold, which is pretty crazy because even in this market condition, gold is capable of freaking providing you crazy profit with 0.02. And you know that. You can see it. The liquidity, the movement of the liquidity is different. So I'm saying, like, you make substantial amount of money with very, very small sizes. So 0.14 on a $5,000 account. And let's say I incrementally scale. I went from 0.14 now to 22 cents, which is still substantial because I've made a couple of racks on 22 cent sizes. It's crazy. You have to really be managing the risk because the numbers start to flicker faster the higher you go. You have to stay in a law of correspondence of wherever you're at for a substantial amount of time. I would say in forex, in the markets, in trading stocks, whatever it is that you're doing, maybe a couple of weeks, right? Like spend a couple of weeks at that lot size. Get to know that lot size. Get to know what it's like to reverse the drawdown of those lot sizes. People who are in trading and economics, you understand what the frig I'm saying. People who are on outside the markets probably like, yo, what the fuck is this guy talking about? See what I'm saying? Come back to this video after when you have the experience. See what I'm saying? So 5,000, when you get to 5,000, now you're on a rocket ship. You can go from 5,000 to 25,000 very quickly. And you have to understand that and you have to be ready for that speed, that adjustment in speed. The higher in account balance you go, the more speed you're essentially running through the money, which means essentially if you're running through more speed, it's more likely that you might blow your account because you're going to over leverage because you're in euphoria. So there's actually a reverse method that I've used for myself. The higher you go in account balance, you scale your sizes down. I know it sounds stupid, but you're not trying to make money, bro. You're trying to get to these numbers that I'm talking about. Okay, let's say you get to 25,000. 25,000 is actually your financial freedom number, bro. I really believe that. Look at all the stories of all the people that became millionaires, right? Like there's guys like, oh, he turned 12,000 to 4.9 million. Or one guy, he got his bar mitzvah money. If you guys ever know about Timothy Sykes, I've been following Timothy Sykes since fucking like 2014. So I'm saying he was like one of my first real like trading mentors that I like followed online, you know, that I've had like the privilege of having like little communications with. Like, I haven't met him in person, but I've had little communications with him. I'll never forget, he said one thing: when you make the money, you take it out and you spread it on the bed just so you can see what you're dealing with. Because seeing the money and seeing the money on digitally, seeing on the screen, are two different things. And I always told my sister that too. When you make a substantial amount of money, always take it out cash and spread it on the bed so you can see what you're dealing with, because it changes your mind psychology. You're raising your law of correspondence, and that's your goal, to raise your law of correspondence so that you can be on a higher level, so that what seems crazy to the average person is natural to you. Like, I have people in my circle, 200,000 a week is natural to them, right? And me being around that over an extended period of time, it's not exciting to me anymore. It's exciting, don't get me wrong, it's exciting, but I mean, like, I don't go ape shit crazy over it. Like, oh my god, 200,000 a week, that's $1 million in a couple months. I don't go crazy over it. I just say, okay, you know, like, there's a scale of process that needs to be taken to get to these levels. There's a process behind everything. And I need to get my law of correspondence to certain places so that I can be outside of time and money, so that I can unlock what I call God mode. You understand? So anyway, 25K is your financial freedom number. Why? Because like I said, you're becoming a risk manager. It's nothing for you to go from 25K, just like you went from the 5K to 25K to 100K. Now when you get to 100K, like, I would say, okay, 100K, like, I'm giving you guys realistic examples. 100K on gold, 0.66 cents lot sizes times 5. That's how I do it. So I'm saying, I'll do it like that. Like, and even that's kind of crazy, because then if you see yourself going like $20,000 drawdown, how are you going to get out of that? You have to learn to manage risk. You're not trying to make money at these points. You're trying to sustain yourself in a certain period of or level over a sustained period of time, over different market conditions and different market circumstances, so that you validate to yourself the idea that your law of correspondence is going up, and that you validate to yourself, I can handle this. You don't want to know how much drawdown I've recovered from in myself. Some people don't even make in 2 years the amount of drawdown that I've been able to recover. We're not going to talk about that. See what I'm saying? But I just want you guys to know that that's the process. See what I'm saying? Now, when you go from 100,000, let's say, if you can build 100,000 realistically to 300,000, you're at a sweet spot, because you can live off of that like forever. I promise you. You just don't over leverage. Even at that point, I wouldn't even put my lot sizes up to $2, $3, $4. I'll do $1.50. See what I'm saying? I do $1.50 lot size at 100K, 200K, 300K. People might say, well, that's risky. That's you're learning to manage risk, bro. See what I'm saying? If everything lines up in your checkbox and your confluences, like, okay, boom, markets is doing this is forming here, this is this, boom, boom, bang, boom, boom, bang, and you put your positions in and you still lose, you followed your plan. That's what it's about, following your plan, not doing random shit, not gambling. There's a big difference between gambling and being a professional risk manager. Gamblers don't manage risk professionally. Professional gamblers maybe, but the average person as a gambler does not manage their risk properly. They just keep blowing their accounts. They just keep over giving to an algorithm that's clearly taking away from them in the casinos or whatever the case, bro. House always wins at the end of the day because it's the algorithm. You're not going to beat the algorithm. Algorithm's going to throw you a $20 and then take 100 back from you. So I'm saying, unless you know how to beat that, you're not going to beat that. And even when you have the best strategy, there's still space for slippage. Even in the markets, there's still space for slippage. You can do everything right, market still goes against you, right? Liquidity hunt, or what do you call it? Stop hunts, all these kind of things, that manipulation, market manipulation, brother, robots. Like, there's so many different aspects and variables in the markets now. It's like, you just have to equip yourself with the most mechanical strategies and approach. So that's the video that I want to make today, guys. Scaling from literally zero, and obviously, you know, the rest is history. Like, if you can scale from zero, like how I just labeled it for you, to 200K, 300K, you can scale to $1 million, fam. You can see yourself making $1 million a year, bro, trading. And there's other strategies that I have, but I'm not gonna say them here because those are for people in my private group. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, man. Anyway, J-Man the Plug, Time Traveler Effects, Mastermind Millionaire Mindset. You can find me on Facebook, Mastermind Millionaire Mindset. Find me on Instagram, Time Traveler Effects, and you can find me on YouTube at J-Man the Plug. See what I'm saying? That's my video on me being a trader for the last 14, 15 years. That's what I have to say. I don't know about everybody else. If you have any other recommendations of what you think I should talk about, and based on my experience, see what I'm saying? I do have a private group. I have a private forex group. The focus in the private forex group is to equip you with a mechanical edge, so that you don't have to trade the colossal financial markets by yourself. Don't do it by yourself. You're prone to failure. Even me as the plug, sometimes I'm prone to failure, but my failure rate is lower than the average person because I have mechanical systems that I've been developing since 2018. I have stuff that I've been putting together since 2018. 90% of people will not have what I have. And I will never release that information to 90% of people. Why should I? That's what makes me have my edge. That's what makes me the plug. See what I'm saying? Like certain shit I'm seeing, brother, I have a man's in my network putting $3,000 in an account every week, scaling it to 50K. That's a skill set, brother. You don't have to worry about going to find a freaking job at these places. I'm not down in jobs, but you know what I'm saying? Like, brother, like the skill sets set you free. The skill sets give you financial freedom. That's what people don't understand. That's what your parents don't understand because they're too busy telling you, oh, go get a good job. No, you have to get good skills. Use the job to get the skills. When you get the good job, use the job to get the skills because the skills will set you free. If they fire you tomorrow, you still have the skills. You can still do it. You can still replicate the value process that generates the money. A lot of people don't understand this, bro. Anyway, jmantheplug, you see what I'm saying? Make sure you follow me everywhere. Follow me like the Messiah, bro. I'm literally the wave, the truth, the plug in real-time life. And if you don't see it in the way that I speak, if you don't see it in the way that I post, if you don't see it in the way that I present my energy, I don't know what the frig else to tell y'all. Believe whatever the frig you want. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna see you on the other side.